we're coming back to session with the day before Hideki comes of age. And this is kind of a free day for you guys. And Igaki and the commander both feel like shit is going to go down on the name day ceremony, like when Hideki comes of age. Like forces, I'm saying like I gotta cut out like all right, forces are going to come to a head, so the party should prepare. You guys have a day, so just tell me what you guys want to do for your day activity today, and we'll go through that, and that's how we'll start. Okay, so we'll start with Kenji. So Kenji, you're just helping out with the festivities of the castle, and you're going around, and a lot of the servants are like setting up like these festivities. They're setting up like lanterns that they're going to release. Some of them are setting up like fireworks. They're setting up like decorations. There's like a banquet that's going to be held like in the courtyard. Just all sorts of stuff prepared for this birthday celebration, and all of it is kind of stuff you really haven't seen before because you grew up in the mountains.
Yep.
And your birthdays were very sparse. Like
you get 2 scoops of rice today, Kenji. I'm so excited.
Eat up, Kenji. You're gonna grow up big and strong. Happy birthday! All right, get back out there. Get back to your training.
Some kid tries to take a spoonful and just knock his fucking teeth in.
What's wrong with you? It's not your birthday. It's my
Stop
birthday.
beating.
It's like rice cake, like literally rice cake.
Yep.
Cake made of rice. But while you're in the courtyard looking around at people preparing these things, you find the tiger in a cage in the courtyard. And by the tiger in a cage is a group of people.
How are they treating the tiger?
They're treating. It seems like for the most part the tiger is being fed and watered, but it's not like no one is actively doing anything to it. There are guards.
Oh, okay.
Inside the cage.
I was gonna say if anyone's harassing the tiger, I'm gonna.
No, they're not harassing. They're more like. It's more like people are looking at it like, wow, a tiger! Holy shit! Never seen a real life tiger before.
Well, I'm gonna go over and pet it.
Shiori Isugi is here, and she has her baby, Mikami Tanada, with her, as well as her cohort of Miko priestess warriors.
She should like keep that baby locked up. Why she got this baby out in public?
That baby's fine. No one's got what? What's wrong with the baby?
What are you talking about?
No.
People tried to kill the baby.
I mean, Shiori is a fucking badass, though. So
no, it's fine. Yeah,
that's true.
No,
I mean, I'm
gonna hurt the baby.
I'm glad the baby's okay, considering I took an arrow to the chest for that baby.
Yeah, she's surrounded by her bodyguards right now, so
yeah.
She'll be okay.
So
okay.
Kenji will just kind of stumble over to check on the baby, like, "Oh, Lady Isugi. Hello."
Oh, Sir Kenji. Yes. Well, I heard that you were a key part of the force that captured this magnificent beast.
Oh yeah, I carried it here.
Wow, amazing.
I took it down too. Isn't it right, Taro?
So wait, are you reaching your hand into the cage?
Yes.
To pet the tiger? Are you?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, it bites you.
All right.
The tiger bites you.
That's fine.
But it's so weak, it doesn't like bite you for any real damage. It just like growls and like, yeah, doesn't seem to
definitely
reciprocate.
You're like, see, it's gentle as a baby. It's like Kenji's still kind of bleeding.
Like, hold up your bleeding hand. Tomoe like holds up a hand and heals you.
Oh, thank you.
And Shiori says, yes, well, I still prefer it in the cage, I think, than
yes.
running around. It seems badly hurt, but its wounds are closing.
That's good. Yeah, I whacked it pretty hard with my sword, so I'm glad it's coming around. Good to see the little lord's doing better, though.
Oh, yes.
Kenji, master of the segue.
Yeah. And by the way, this baby, she says, I owe you and the Roshigumi quite a lot. seems like the Roshigumi are more than just a Ronin band, like my brother thinks. You seem to be true warriors. In you, I see the same fire, the same heart as those vassals who followed Akame Chugo 5 years ago.
Oh, thank you. It's a real honor.
If it's true that Lord Agaki hopes that you will be able to work directly for the shogunate and aid throughout the lands of Chusei, then certainly you will have my support in the future.
I mean, we'll do what we can, considering, and just like flashbacks to pictures of, like Hiro and Yuboku and sometimes Arata. But Moyos is kind of the model samurai of the party in his eyes.
he's like rough and quiet.
Yeah. So he's like,
Yuboku gives everyone squirrel braids, and Arata. What's wrong with Arata?
just occasionally hitting on women and doing weird wizard shit.
Is Arata even a real samurai? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, sword. Use
Now,
that.
I wouldn't know about the double crossing thing, but I just know occasionally you just get real friendly with strange women, and then you go into like your hut and just build grappling hooks all day.
Yeah, whatever.
So it's like,
yeah.
I believe we will do great things, my lady.
And she bows as well to you, and so do her bodyguards.
He's like, oh no, you don't need to. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh no, Sir Kenji, you have earned our respect. Thank you once again.
So you're welcome. I'm gonna go keep investigating. Goodbye.
All right.
Kenji is
Have a
not
good
used to
day.
this level of praise. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
He just wave on the way out, but
Okay. As you're like leaving, you can kind of hear like Tomoe say like, "What a strange man," to Lady Isugi.
yeah, that's about right.
All right, and then
You
next
saw I wanted
is-
to talk to Hideki, right? That's what I want to do in my turn.
yeah, okay.
Oh,
I was
Uh,
just going to say it earlier.
oh no.
Yeah, I remember you told me. But next is Arata. Arata is in town. And he's looking for some scrolls.
Why are you hitting your fist like I'm gonna get in a street fight?
That's what we're expecting. Yeah.
Out of the things Arata is prone to do, fighting in general.
What you-
I'm
what
looking
you-
for some scrolls.
What you doing out all alone here by yourself, wizard?
Bitch, what'd you say? Looking for scrolls.
That's the point where I just throw like necromancy through a bitch's body.
Jesus.
Don't start nothing and go be nothing.
Don't start nothing unless you want to finish it. She.
With on me?
What?
Bye. Yeah, so I need to pick up some scrolls.
Okay. And then after Arata is Mayasu. So Mayasu wants to talk to Igaki. You find Igaki at the castle. He's actually in the courtyard, not too far away from the tiger and the Isugi group. Actually, he seems to be keeping an eye on Shiori Isugi and her bodyguards. You see, actually, in fact, like when you walk up, he's watching them, and you see Kenji like talking to them, and then like getting his hand bit, and then like walking away very quickly. Ah, yes, Mayasu.
Lord Igaki.
I see that you're spending your free day wisely. This old man.
Well, you do always certainly brighten my day. But I've come to I've come to talk regarding the Lord's birthday tomorrow.
Yes, of course. What is on your mind, Mayasu?
We have a number of forces at play here. Are we certain we have close eyes on them all? Obviously, you heard from Yuboku yesterday about Shinden, whatever he's planning, as well as any plans Lord Tsunade and Lord Kai may have in place.
Yes, well, right now I have Saya watching the Isugi, or Kai specifically. and his soldiers. They haven't left the guest wing all day today. Suppose they're preparing for the festivities tomorrow. You have some gifts. There's going to be a ceremony, etc., etc. But as for Shinden, he's locked away in the dungeon. Very difficult for him to escape, and there are more than enough Tanada soldiers patrolling that area.
And what of the Sonata themselves?
What do you propose, Moyasu?
There are a few of us suited to get close to Lord Masayuki, other than perhaps yourself. But I would like to venture out into the town today and speak with some of the townspeople. After all, most of Shinden's forces were little more than farmers and townsfolk. Perhaps there may be something to be garnered there of what they have in plan for the Lord's birthday tomorrow.
It's a good idea, Moyasu. Very well, you have my leave. And I will check on Masayuki today myself. He must be getting worried. Once Hideki comes of age, surely he'll be taking a much more forceful reign of the province. Unless Masayuki has planned for that.
Oh,
He's
and
always
my
willing.
lord, might I advise sending someone to check on Lady Reina as well?
Lady Reina. Ah, yes. Tanada's daughter. I see. Very well. I'll send someone to check in on her as well.
Thank you, my lord.
Let me know what you hear in the town, if there is anything of interest. All right, and then Mayasu's gonna go into town. Mayasu's gonna go into town.
There's just like a local market or anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I'll just like kind of like wander through, just like
Yeah.
listening to people.
You can roll like a society check.
Fuck.
Okay.
Smooth boy.
It's just you're like walking around town and you're just like trying to listen in on people, and all you can really gather is that this is like a really big event in Mikado. Probably the biggest event that they are planning in the 5 years since the Toragawa was crushed by the Chugo clan. It's been like semi-peacetime in the Toragawa lands since then, minus the rebel thing. They haven't been actively at war, so people are happy about that. So it's kind of like celebrating a new era, they hope, for Toragawa. But your general understanding of, from what you can gather from the people, is that most of them are scared and kind of unhappy about the regime change that may be happening. People are unhappy with Hideki. And they're unhappy with Tanada. There's no doubt about that.
Seems to be a running theme.
Well, fuck.
But that's all you get. You know,
Them's the dice.
Yeah.
that's it.
Unless we kill Hideki. The code just burns all his notes.
Just take over the Toragawa lands. Become
Start our
independent.
own. Let's just do something totally unexpected and kill Igaki.
Oh
my
god!
I'm pretty sure we have to fight Moyasu too.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, time for grill.
Moyasu Shiku is
Shiro, same stats, but gorilla.
all right,
If I
and
could
then,
make Gorilla Samurai, that'd be super rad.
and then we'll do okay, we'll check with Yuboku now. So Yuboku, you go to speak with Hideki.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So he's in the
He's in the castle. Yeah,
the central castle, right?
the central castle. Yeah. So you go to the central castle, and it seems like Hideki is holding like a court, and from like what you hear, there are like people like lining up to just like people from like the local province to wish him like happy birthday in advance. Like they're just kind of like showing up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you know, tomorrow's gonna be your birthday. This is gonna be so great. Here's this tribute we're providing." And then also at the same time, they're like talking about like some of their own ills and problems, and they're like, "Remember us when you come of age tomorrow," etc., etc. So there's a long line of people, and from what you can hear, like while you're waiting in line, it sounds like Tanada is also in the room with Hideki. But while you're waiting for him, Igaki comes around with his one prosthetic leg and prosthetic arm, and the soldiers just like push the people aside and they let him in to the audience chamber. And a few minutes later, he like comes out with Tanada, with Masayuki Tanada, and they leave together. And then the line like starts to go a lot faster at that point. And you get in, and you get in to meet with Hideki.
So what's the room look like with me? Is it like there's Deki, me?
Yeah, Katami has to stay outside, but
That's fine.
classic. Hideki is in here as well as a couple of soldiers and an officer of the army.
Does the officer of the army have any kind of sigils on him at all, or is it just
You recognize him
Oh, okay.
because it is when you enter.
You okay?
Hideki is eating,
Kevin, method actor.
and he says, he says, and then the Tanada soldier says, "You may speak."
Lord Hideki, I come to see you the day before your birthday. I wish you an early happy birthday, for I'm not sure if I will get a private audience like this tomorrow with you. I'm sure you will be very busy.
Yes, very busy, and you will not have a chance tomorrow.
Yes.
But
Well,
I thank you.
I do have a question for you. Your cousin? Oh, uncle. I'm sorry. Your uncle.
Uncle.
Since you will be of age, you will have the final decision, will you not?
Yes, as part of the ceremony tomorrow, the regent has scheduled the trial, and I will pass judgment. And Shikanosuke says it will be the Lord's first official declaration.
And then we should make sure it is something that unites the new rule and makes make sure that a great beginning to your rule of the Toragawa clans and land. I ask you, how have you been advised on Shinden?
Shinden is a rebel.
He is. I will not disagree with you there. I'm just asking you, what do you know of him? He is your uncle.
He took up arms against me and the land.
And he should be punished. But I think I would like to offer you something, a solution. I don't believe ordering the death of a family member, whether it is by seppuku, is not. I don't want to say dishonorable, but it's not right in the land, in the word of in the moral code to destroy one's family. I think I have another solution, something the Roshigumi might be able to help with. We are clanless, only sworn to Akame Chugo. We have to forfeit everything when we join the Roshigumi. I will have to. You'll have to. I haven't ran this by Agaki or anyone else, but I think you should have him. I think you should offer him a choice. to join the Roshigumi, forfeit his clan. It will be punishment as a traitor, but he could redeem himself and the Toragawa clan. And if you would hear his case, I'm not going to plead it now, it is not my words. I think you might find yourself lenient towards that. Hideki, I look at Tanada standing beside him. Hideki, I hope that you will grow and be a strong lord for Akame Chugo with your own decisions. And while you need to take strong counsel, it needs to be your choices that come through.
So Hideki, he listens to you, and then he thinks. He like really seems to think about what you propose, and he like closes his hands, and he says, "Thank you, Sir Yuboku. That is something I did not think of."
Counsel from all places should be a welcome thing as a lord, and I'm glad you are open to it, Lord Hideki. And I bow to him, and
he bows to you as well.
and then
And as you're leaving, he says, "We shall see tomorrow then."
Oh,
thank
shit.
you, Lord Hideki, for your time.
Ooh, he didn't stutter after any of that.
Yaboku,
Yeah,
being the
he
change he
stopped
wants in the
stuttering.
world, yeah.
The
Categories.
druid magic, I cast it over him. Ventriloquism.
Whoa!
Oh my god. You Boku, secret puppet master.
Yes.
I definitely packed it just in case. I packed a bunch of stuff like just in case. I'm not looking like I'm gonna use any of it, but I have it.
And then you leave, and then the last thing for the day activity is when Arata is he comes out of the shop, and he's returning to the castle when he is stopped by a soldier.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And the soldier is dressed in the Isugi colors, and he says, "You are Arata.
Yes.
Come with me.
What for?
The Lord will see you."
Secret agent shit.
Yeah, you
So
double
Arata
agent?
nods and follows him.
And he takes you like away from the castle.
Look at all his
To,
thumbs, or all of her thumbs.
So many fucking thumbs.
To like a closed off like house area,
Mhm.
and he like winds through like some alleyways of like this castle town, and takes you into this room where Kai is there with some other soldiers, and they're all like sitting around, just like a kettle pot, basically.
Just to get a read on the room before I step inside.
It seems like they were waiting.
Okay. So I'll step inside and
Yeah.
look around and be like, "How may I help you, Lord Kai?"
So, Arata, is there anything that you would like to tell me about Shinden Toragawa?
So, yes, in fact. Um, I kind of look around at his men. The particulars of our interactions with Lord Shinden, or with Shinden Toragawa, are a bit of a sensitive nature. If you would indulge me in some privacy, we could speak on it more thoroughly.
He like waves his hand, and his men leave the room.
So,
Notably,
Monster.
Kai isn't dressed as a noble. He's dressed as like a commoner. Like
Yeah.
you like recognize him like when you enter the room.
hiding yourself as a commoner doesn't work quite as well when you have a contingent of soldiers following you around.
His soldiers are also dressed as commoners.
Oh,
But they
okay.
have like swords. Like they look like Ronin, basically. Yeah.
You were investigating something, I see.
He says that he was just exploring the town. It is important to know the terrain before battle.
I felt that on the wind as well. This ceremony will not go without incident.
Certainly not. Certainly not.
As Shinden Toragawa said, they were I'll kind of give him the rundown of like, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything I really need to leave out.
Yeah.
Of his statement, at least, like not on our side of things of anything we said to him, but what he told us.
Yeah.
And basically saying that, you know, Lord Agaki wanted to hear the information from, you know, the tiger's jaws. You know, Lord Agaki is one for direct approaches, but it seems as though, regardless of his testimonies to Lord Agaki, it seems as though Shinden will die as a traitor today. Or it's the day before, yeah. So tomorrow.
Yeah, it's the day before, yeah. And Kai says that very well. I have also gathered information that this ceremony tomorrow will be quite a festive one, but very dangerous as well. The rebels are planning something. Certainly during this court trial, whether Shinden is innocent or declared guilty, whatever the verdict is, there will be blood afterwards. This is my warning to you, Sir Arata and the Roshigumi. We Yasugi will be preparing. Personally, I don't care about the Toragawa or the Tanada, but I care for my sister and my nephew. That is why we are here in force. We will make sure that the passing of this torch from Tanada to Toragawa is bloodless, at least for the Yasugi.
I understand your position, and I agree with you. Lady Shiori and little baby, what was it? Mikami. Mikami, that's what it was.
Mikami.
Little baby Mikami have not caused any trouble here and should not come to harm. Your devotion to your sister and your is it a boy? Nephew.
Yeah, nephew, yeah.
And your nephew is quite admirable, Lord Kai. Tomorrow we will keep the Roshigumi's priority will, as always, be on our Lord Kurama and Lord Agaki, as is the rest of the court. We will do what we can to maintain stability within the shogunate, but without knowing the situation, I cannot say for sure what will happen.
One last word of advice from me, Sir Arata. Tomorrow, there will be choices to be made. I hope that you make the correct decision.
So, like, Arata kind of like looks at him and is like, I've always been one to try and make the most pragmatic decision for myself and for the shogunate.
Yes, I can see that.
And so he bows to Lord Kai. He's like, I must return to the castle and prepare.
Mm-hmm. And he just nods and like looks at like the tea. It's like an empty teapot.
And so Arata will leave.
And as you're leaving, one of the guards will give you a gold piece.
Ooh. Arata's getting big money.
If nothing else, this double dealing shit is sort of
It's lucrative. And then you could roll knowledge society as you're leaving. Just to like gather info. What?
All right.
Holy shit.
That would have been nice if I could have rolled that earlier.
Nope.
As you're leaving, everyone's like really excited for like the festivities tomorrow. Blah blah. The same thing as like Moyasu, but you also hear like some people because you're like kind of like out in like the edge of like the city. Some people are talking like they just came from the road, and they said they're saying there's been word apparently. My cousin saw the heavenly spear on the road, and someone said, "Oh yeah, that's what are you talking about? The heavenly spear is in the castle." No, I mean the new one. Yeah, the young master Tanada is riding out here for the Lord's birthday. He should be arriving soon. It seems like based on the word I've heard, he's going to be here tomorrow.
Holy shit.
That's it.
He was pretty cool, right? If I remember.
Yeah, he is. I'm just like,
That's meta stuff. Sorry, Malcolm. I was like, I don't know who the fuck he is. We're all like, I think he's pretty cool.
If it makes you feel better, Malcolm, I don't remember much from the first campaign either, so I'm basically on an even footing with you.
Holy shit! Attila was here for the whole thing.
Yep.
he was too busy ripping or like putting people's faces on and
Yeah.
and raising blood hydras.
Yeah, everyone else was playing Honorable Samurai, and I was playing Cultist Simulator, so...
You'll find out about that later. All right. Anyway, so
I do. So I am gonna like kind of go back to the castle, and once we're in our like Roshigumi, I'll report into Karama and Agaki of the interaction, and then also the rumors that the Heavenly Spear is arriving.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, you guys do have the Roshigumi meeting. Yeah, okay. Right now, Hiro is with you guys as well, but Hiro has been doing other stuff.
Deep undercover.
Yeah, he's been doing other stuff.
So deep undercover, he's already had 6 beers at the nearest inn.
So deep.
Flawless communist, guys.
Meraki is the name of the Meraki Tanada.
All right. So at
Also,
the castle.
I also 100% pulled up pest form just in case I needed to use it to get the fuck out of there.
I did too. I was like, just in case Hideki takes us the wrong one. Well, I have pest form all the time, anyways, but like twice a day.
You're like, well, I gotta be a wasp. Bye.
No, you can't turn into flying creatures. You have to turn to like a rat, a cat.
A cat's fast enough.
Yeah.
You guys go to the commander's room, and when you guys walk in, there is a large buffet like set up. There's just like a bunch of food, a lot of like steam buns, teriyaki skewers, yakitori. There's like a grill in this room for some reason, and the commander and Akaki are just eating and chilling, and the rest of the Roshigumi are here as well. So yes, Igaki holds up a sake cup and he says, "My dear soldiers, let us have one good drink and one good meal, for tomorrow there will be an even greater party. I guess you could call this pre-partying, pre-gaming,
Pre-gaming.
I would like to walk up to the commander real quick.
Okay, yeah.
I like lean down and I'm like, I must ask for forgiveness, for I have spoken something to Hideki that may have been out of that I should maybe have asked permission for first.
Kenji
You're
starts
saying
choking.
this to the commander, right?
Well, yeah, he's our commander, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the commander is like, Sir Matsue, where is your dog? Here, Katame. Here, dog. And he's got like a chicken leg, and like Katame like runs over.
He's like,
fuck yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
Kenji's just kind of looking at everyone else, just like,
What? They shrug.
Kenji feels like we should be freaking out about this a bit more, but all right.
Oh no, Arata is not happy about it.
Well, what exactly did you speak to Hideki about?
Wait, who said that?
Igaki?
Or
I
commander.
I offered him an alternative to the seppuku of Shinden. I offered that if Shinden would take it, to renounce all titles and all his, all past, like we all did, and join the Roshigumi.
What? And then Murakami says, really? What did Hideki say?
I believe it would be more. It's against the nature of man to kill one's family, and I believe it would be more honorable.
Lord Igaki.
Agaki nods in the background, yeah. And so Hideki seemed to take it to heart, but did not. I also pleaded to let him hear the case of Shinden before he made any decisions.
Toshiro says, Yuboku, good on you, recruiting men. The rest of you should also be recruiting more men. We need more men, and even women too. He looks like Haru. And,
nice save.
If Shinden joined us, we'd have a strong arm. He's known as a true warrior, a tiger of the Toragawa clan. Why, with him at our backs, we would have nothing to fear. Except for maybe some claw marks.
Arata's like, and betrayal and rebellion and, those things.
Impossible.
Moyasu just war flashbacking over the claw marks.
Hanjo's like,
Moyasu's over by the window, staring out at the sunset broodingly.
I wonder if he'd bring our tiger, if he'd bring his tiger if he joined us.
Kenji looks visibly happy at that mention.
I think the tiger would pick his own fate, as that is a free tiger.
Kaoru,
soon to be free tiger. I look over at Kenji.
Kaoru looks at Katabe and she's like, "Oh, Katabe, did you hear that? We'll get more animal friends." And Katabe's like, eating more of this food? Oh, fuck yeah.
Finally, food, it's not fucking squirrel brains. Jesus Christ.
I hunt more than squirrels, guys, okay? Squirrels are just
sometimes it's just like chipmunk brains.
Yeah,
Katabe loves human food.
Go for it.
And then the commander says, "Yes, it would be good if Shinden would join us, but he will not. I myself went down to the dungeons with Kaoru and asked him if he would renounce the clan and join the Roshigumi. But he refused. That tiger, that Toragawa, he believes that he is the last bastion of his bloodline in the clan. If he renounced his clan, he believes that he would not be able to return. What he wants more than anything is to kill Tanada and to take over this province himself. Do not think anything less of him." And then he eats like a skewer. Yeah.
Kaoru!
Kaoru!
Oh shit! Raisin form actually said something meaningful. This is out of character, by the way.
Murakami says, even if
you just call the Lord Commander a raisin.
When
I think in character I've called him beef jerky before.
he is leathery like beef jerky. Murakami says that when Shinden is at the trial and he has a choice between execution and the Roshigumi, perhaps he'll reconsider then. A man who stands at death's doorstep tends to find any option to avoid stepping through. But I suppose we'll see tomorrow at the trial. Nice one, Yuboku. You get a hero point.
Ooh.
Pretty fucking good. Also, yeah, so everyone starts with 1 hero point this session, and now Yuboku has 2. Okay, that's fine.
Yuboku turns to the group, and he's like, while the festivities are still going, I have a song that relates to our predicament.
A song? Do I know the words? That's Igaki.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, let's hear it then.
Does Braxton know the words?
I do know the words.
All right.
Kenji, would you? And then he like shows like says a chord to play.
Bang, bang,
Doesn't matter.
You need it?
Huh?
Are you really?
No, I don't need it.
I thought you were joking, but you were serious.
Wait, can Kenji not actually play his instrument?
No, I can play it. I just rolled shit.
Rolled low.
You rolled a 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually
You
trained
want
in
some, you
perform.
want some additional backup? I got a pamphlet.
Yeah. Give us the. I forgot you have an instrument too. Yeah.
All right, let's see how this performance works.
Let's see that 7.
Guys, I don't think I actually have performed, so this will probably be.
Oh, better not. Even.
Hey, it's better than you.
That's fair.
Here's gonna be my singing.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Ryan
Ryan,
just gets out his.
clap us a beat.
All right, so.
Well, guys, that's a spy. It was fun.
It's over.
Soldiers come in. What the fuck is happening? We heard a horrible noise.
Is someone dying in here?
It's just it's just Kaoru holding Katame crying as like everyone else just dead on the ground, blood seeping from their ears.
Guys, we're a warrior band, not a bard group, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I know what you should take next level. Bard.
Look, both Braxton and mine's backup characters are bards, so it's fine.
No.
All right, I'm actually gonna sing it. I actually wrote a song for this. So.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Jeez, what's an Arcana check for?
I'm basically using this time learning my spells.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Ready?
Right.
He's ready. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go.
I'm nervous.
Let's see.
You look great.
The
Good
pack
idea.
raced through the forest, no prey that they could find. He donned his mask that morning, the clever fox in a wolf's hide. For his lies are full of splendor, tricking wolves that hear his plea. Fires of a man look tempting when there's no food to be seen. Wolves cry as they lose their pride, but the fires of men are warm. Wolves cry as they lose their pride, but the fires of men are warm. Only he knew the prey they were seeking, as a tame life lay in wait. For so oft it was his pleasure, getting wolves to lose their way. For he is a mighty trickster, his cry a tempting song. But heed my words of warning, not to get caught up in his throng. Wolves cry as they lose their pride, but the fires of men are warm. Wolves cry as they lose their pride, but the fires of men are warm.
Yeah, awesome.
Great composition. Terrible.
Fucking, I don't care what you rolled. All right, that's a fucking 20 in my book.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I already gave you a hero point, or else I would give you another one. So,
That is
that was
co-written
beautiful.
co-written with Malcolm. Co-written with Malcolm.
That's super fucking good. Yeah.
So that's gonna be our ending song. We're gonna all sing it together at the exact same time.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that as a hard dog.
It's a hard pass. Yeah, like everyone like applauds, and Igaki says, "Wow, incredible, Sir Yuboku. Is that a traditional song of your tribe?"
It is about the trick of the trickster Kitsu and his way of. I just turned off my monitor. His way of tricking wolves from the pack. And I feel like we are in a very tricky situation. Kitsu is definitely present here in the city, in Torgal lands.
And Murakami says, "Yes, it seems the song is quite appropriate, Sir Matsume. We are indeed in the grasp of Kitsu Kamui." And then everyone kind of like they like look at like their cups and like their food and stuff, and then the commander is like, "Kaoru-chan, this miso is cold. Can I get a fresh bowl?" And Nagaki says, "The commander is right. Let's enjoy this night for now. Tomorrow will be a new day." for the Roshigumi as well. So is there anything else that the party wants to do before you guys go to sleep?
Kenji is holding back tears because it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Actually, no,
Hanjo is openly crying.
actually, I was gonna say holding back in place. There's tears are being restrained. No, they're flowing. Me and Hanjo are just in the corner weeping.
Yeah.
I will say a fine song and very, very meaningful in these times.
I hope that tomorrow we get the best of the fox and figure out what is really at bay here in the Torigawa lands, or not at bay, at hiding, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Moyasu will come up as well, clap you on the shoulder, and then if Katame will let him, kind of ruffle Katame's like head for two.
I think
So I'm sure Katame was probably like howling along.
the group. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
He-
Katame likes
except for Hero.
Yeah,
Hero
yeah.
has to be.
Katame would bite Hero. For sure.
Yeah.
It's because we're all in the Squirrel Brain Club, so Katami thinks we're cool.
Yeah.
Wait, so
knows
Katame's
that-
even fine with Arata, even low
Yeah,
key.
Katame, he
fine.
knows that Hero is wanted for tax evasion, so smell the crime on him.
Yeah.
And Toshiro, he pours Yuboku a cup, and he says, tomorrow we'll see about that fox. I'll get my 2 hands around his neck and chop off his head with my sword in my teeth, like this.
Okay.
Behold!
Toshiro is vice commander, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would expect nothing less from the bear.
Oh! Nice.
No, he's not bear. He's beaver, right?
He's the badger.
Badger. I would expect. I mean, badger still would do that too.
Badger's-
Honey badger doesn't give a fuck.
The fierce beaver.
All right.
Badgers are like mongoose, right? Or are they not the same thing?
No.
No.
Yeah, you don't fuck with mongoose.
Yeah, no, you don't fuck with mongoose either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't fuck with animals. Animals will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So everyone goes to sleep.
Oh, badgers are omnivores. Okay, never mind. They're not exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, that's why they're called honey badgers. They eat honey
Yeah.
and they drink
That's
blood.
a specific kind of badge.
Yeah, they do not give a fuck on most days.
Yeah.
I will.
Whatever.
So
He was under the Bear Clan, so he got what I was saying.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he definitely got it. Yeah.
so
He was Swartz of Bear Clan for a long time. Yeah.
before we go to sleep, I do want to tell like the group that prepare for combat tomorrow. There's almost a certainty that we will be facing rebels tomorrow.
Indeed.
No, yeah.
No shit, Arata.
Listen. Also, the Heavenly Spear is coming, which I heard on the.
Gaki like spits
Yeah,
up.
I heard that too. I also heard that.
I was gonna say that.
Roll that deception, bitch.
Just kidding.
Igaki says, Muraki will be here. That's good. That's good. I heard that he was riding night and day to arrive in time.
Kenji just leans over to Yuboku. Is that guy a big deal
Spoilers. Yes.
Wait, who you leaning up to? I'm sorry.
to you?
Me? Oh.
Yeah, because Kenji's.
I don't even know if Yuboku really knows him.
Yeah, I don't know if Yuboku knows him either.
Let's see.
Kenji just
What
feels like you've been around the block, so you probably
What do
know
I need
things.
to roll? Society?
Society.
I mean, he is a legendary.
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me. Do I know him?
You would certainly know that he is legendary, but you wouldn't know like that much else about him.
I don't know much of him, but I know that he is the Heavenly Spear in legendary
You know that he's part of Tanata clan.
and part of the Tanata clan.
No, we're equally badly trained on this.
Kenji, you know
That's a
that's
separate
Ray's
lie.
brother.
I've been in the
Oh.
North in solitude for 5 years, so
Yeah.
well, not complete solitude, but just
Yeah.
with Katame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would be pretty famous in like central and like eastern Shusei, not really like the north. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it be. All right, cool. And then Igaki says, "That's good. He's a good guy. He's good." And I'll be able to speak to him about officializing becoming the godfather of Mikami. So that'll be good. And then everyone drinks and eats and then sleeps.
Yeah.